This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. A subscriber by the name of Young Dynamic passed this video along to me. I don't remember ever seeing this growing up. Of course, I wasn't awake when I was a little kid either, and I was around Disney just like everybody else, but everybody needs to watch this video that I'm about to play. Produced by Disney, so you can see how they cloak magic and the black magic arts, quote unquote, and the occult teachings and the Masonic teachings with terms such as mathematics and science, showing this type of stuff to young children. This is playing out to 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, even 3-year-olds, up to 15. This is what millennials were growing up watching, produced by Disney. Now, obviously, we all know Disney's satanic. I've covered it many times. Almost every channel has discussed it. You could talk about Disney from the perspective of Walt Disney and his connections to, you know what, involving children, to the CIA connections, to the 33rd 3 Club or whatever he's got in Disney World, the Masonic Club that they have, to all the magic in the movies. It's the most obvious thing on our planet, I'd say, for people to see, to understand the stuff's going on, is just take a look at Disney and the magic. Every single thing is about magic and the occult and indoctrinating children. That's the whole point. This video not only is indoctrinating children with the pentagram, with magic, it's also indoctrinating them with MK Ultra mind control, showing them at the end of the video, which make sure you watch it in its entirety, showing a clean sweep of the brain. A clean sweep of the brain, and then the doorways inside the brain and all the things they can learn inside, talking about the perfect circle, referencing the magic circle, the ritual circle. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just so blatantly obvious that it makes you just sit here and go, wow. And this is what we're dealing with now. This is why it's almost impossible to wake up millennials, because stuff like this, now might just be one video, but there's so much stuff that's been going on for so many years. And this is just one that's blatantly obvious in everybody's face. Disney is absolute garbage. Everybody already knows this. But again, I just wanted to put this video out there. Someone sent it to me. I just watched it, but I don't remember seeing this growing up, but it is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing with Donald Duck and the MK Ultra tie-ins, using science and mathematics and all that, even showing the spiral, that symbol which I've covered before, the symbol which, is used in hypnosis and stuff and what it means in witchcraft and the occult. I've covered that. It is unbelievable. Take a look for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Absolutely unbelievable.
It was our old friend Pythagoras who discovered that the pentagram was full of mathemagic. The two shorter lines combined exactly equal the third. And this line shows the magic proportions of the famous golden section. The second and third lines exactly equal the fourth. Once again, we have the golden section. But this is only the beginning. Hidden within the pentagram is a secret for creating a golden rectangle, which the Greeks admired for its beautiful proportions and magic qualities. The star contains the golden rectangle many times over. It's a most remarkable shape. It can mathematically reproduce itself indefinitely. All these rectangles have exactly the same proportions. This figure also contains a magic spiral that repeats the proportions of the golden section into infinity. To the Greeks, the golden rectangle represented a mathematical law of beauty. We find it in their classical architecture. The Parthenon, perhaps one of the most famous of early Greek buildings, contains many golden rectangles. These same golden proportions are also found in their sculpture. In the centuries that followed, the golden rectangle dominated the idea of beauty in architecture throughout the Western world. The Cathedral of Notre Dame is an outstanding example. The Renaissance painters knew this secret well. Today, the golden rectangle is very much a part of our modern world. Modern painters have rediscovered the magic of these proportions. Indeed, this ideal proportion is to be found in life itself.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is mathematics. I got mathematical figures like that.
Donald.
Get me to it.
No.
Ideal proportion.
Not quite. No, I'm afraid not. Well, we can't all be mathematically perfect.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I knew I could do it.
Now that you're all pent up in a pentagon, let's see how nature uses this same mathematical form, the petunia, the star jasmine, the starfish, the wax flower, there are literally thousands of members in good standing in nature's Pythagorean Society of the Star. All nature's works have a mathematical logic, and her patterns are limitless. The magic proportions of the golden section are often found in the spirals of nature's designs. The profusion of mathematical forms brings to mind the words of Pythagoras. Everything is arranged according to number and mathematical shape. Yes, there is mathematics in music, in art, in just about everything. And as the Greeks had guessed, the rules are always the same. Exciting game of all.
Oh, boy.
And the playing field for this game is in the mind. Uh-oh. Look at the condition of your mind. Antiquated ideas, bungling, false concepts, superstitions, confusion. To think straight, we'll have to clean house. There, that's more like it. A nice clean sweep. This game is played with circles and triangles. Think of a perfect circle. A perfect circle. Perfect circle. Perfect. The mind is the birthplace for all of man's scientific achievements. The mind knows no limits when used properly. Think of a pentagram, Donald. Now put another inside, a third, and a fourth. No pencil is sharp enough to draw as fine as you can think, and no paper large enough to hold your imagination. In fact, it is only in the mind that we can conceive infinity. Mathematical thinking has opened the doors to the exciting adventures of science.
I'll be doggone. I've never seen so many doors before.
Each discovery leads to many others, an endless chain.
What's the matter with these doors? Hey! These doors won't open. They're locked.
Of course they are locked. These are the doors of the future, and the key is...
Mathematics.
Right. Mathematics. The boundless treasures of science are locked behind those doors. In time, they will be opened by the curious and inquiring minds of future generations. In the words of Galileo, mathematics is the alphabet with which God has written the universe.